But the bad news is that if you go through that road now, you will see a couple of failures on the road. And so the reinforced concrete technology of President Bola Tinubu is quite innovative. And I feel so sad, when my brother, the former governor of Anambra State, who should know what administration is, what governance is. I saw in social media where he got to a point where the road is bad and he snapped it. And, so when did, governance reduce to comedy? And so he was attacking my integrity and personality. And I'm always ready, for a debate. I'm always ready to disaggregate the unit cost of, concrete and to debate with him. And so I feel so sad because governance is the responsibility of everybody. The president is not here today, but I have to be the president by performing the job that the president has assigned to me. So governance is the job of everybody. Look at our infrastructure being destroyed. Look at vehicles parking on our roads. Must the president go there and stand there? So we take responsibility. If anything goes wrong in Ministry of Works, I take responsibility, not the president. And so I want to commend the president very highly. And I want to thank the fashioner chairman of, ADC, my namesake, His Excellency David Mark. He was bold to say, President Bola Tinubu has done very well in infrastructure. He was bold to say that. But my brother, Governor Wike, has replied him because he damaged his sincerity by saying, is it road that we chop? The infrastructure road is the GDP that grows every other GDP. When a road is cut, it's like the person is in prison. Because when you cannot go from one point to the other, then you are in prison. But look at what the president is doing. When one distance to the other, when Nasarawa is very close to Ebonyi, when Ebonyi is very close to Cross River, when Cross River is close to Sokoto, then that is the GDP that we are looking at. And
hello everyone, I'm sure you just watched that video. This one our people call of Vekuve. Not the way person no go see for this one. Atenata Kelekilo Moluwa. Meaning that they are discussing important decision and the frog or toad is coming to say that it does not have tail. A frog doesn't have tail. They have tail when they are small, tadpole, then it falls off. That's just the case of all of these things. I hope I'm going to do this video. I'm actually feeling very sleepy. The last video I did is I almost felt as if I was going in and out of consciousness. So please, if you watch it, let me know in the comment section. It's not this video. I will put it in the when I put the chat. I was like, hope I wasn't sleepy because I just could realize that I was getting, as if I was. Well, anyway, tiredness. But for me, the thing is this: I traveled. I'm out of the country. I'm on holidays. I'm going to be out a little bit for a while. I'm going to be visiting 2 or 3 other, or 3 more countries. And I just don't want a situation whereby there's a lacuna. I don't want to stop on this issue. As much as it might look as if someone is not doing anything or you're just making noise, there are people who actually, look forward to this news. And it helps a lot. As we go into the campaigns, we have to talk about all of these shenanigans, that are being spoken about and stuff like that. Those things are quite key. So I will try as much as possible. It's a bit hard. I really need to go and rest and all of that. But I just need to get all of these videos done. And so you have this here where let me go back and just take a look at this, because there was someone who actually did a tweet to say to Dave Umahi that he should just go and sit down, that this person is not his mate. What's his name? Peter Obi is not his mate. Peter Obi is a presidential candidate. He is an appointee. Let him go there and just go and face his own thing. I remember the last time I had an interview. One time they were asking me about Wike before the primaries that NDC refused to do in Abuja, and I remember saying to the the journalist. I was like, oh, we've not finished primaries. I'm not a candidate. First of all, let me be candidate. Then, because they first of all asked me of other candidates, I said, I'm not yet a candidate. And then the next thing the person was talking about, because they kept asking me that question. And I was like, hey, I'm not here to, my business is not with an appointee. I'm running for office. If I get the ticket of my party, then I can come and discuss with these other people who are there. So, and then it went on to something that sort of like angered him a lot. He got angered over it and stuff like that. But the thing is the thing, right? This is how do I put it? It's I don't know what's with that Dave Umahi. It's almost as if yeah. They will mind. Well, all ambition. Everybody has the right to their own ambition. They will mind. Maybe he feels as if Peter Obi has taken away something from him. Probably he is the one that feels that he's supposed to be the president that comes from the southeast. All the things that you're doing. I mean, like we've seen, certain people are spoken about and report. Is this whole desperation to then be desperation to be the how do I put it now? Desperation to be the running mate, maybe come 2031, and then by the time they come after 2031, it will be now be 2039. Then they will now come and he will now come and be running mate or whatever it is. If only I just can't see the tweet again of the person who had done that tweet to say, hey, you and Peter Obi are you are not even in the same league on this one. But there are quite a number of people who have commented in the comment section, of all of this, and they just keep bringing things up. I'm saying something here. Let me check what this is.
The day they will hit you, don't come back to the Igbos who
hit him with what? Hit him with what?
The day they will hit you, because I've seen it over and over again. When they finish using you, they will now deal with you, and you will now know that yes, Kaki no be leather.
I think this person is talking about someone that talked about Dave Umahi.
And I believe that at the end of the day, they will use you and dump you. So stop all this insult on the Igbos. Go and check those who did it in the past, how they ended up. If you want to serve a government and stop insulting your people. That's what we are saying here. Stop all this insult. It doesn't add up. Seriously, it doesn't. Serve the government that appointed you, fine. We have no problem with that. But why now tell us that we are a fool? That was what caused problem for Obi Kubana when he was insulting the Igbos. Because they gave him one small thing to handle. It's not fair. Seriously, it's not fair. How many people have assaulted the president from his own side, religion, in such a manner? With all the things that is going on today. How many people? They have not even protested against him. They have not protested against, and you and I know how much the Southwest uses protest, even with the military. Whatever they don't like, they will go out and protest. But on that, they would have kept quiet. They kept quiet. Even their leaders are not talking. So why is all this thing from Kenneth to Concord to Big Cubana to... Right. They just gave you small thing, and that is the reason for you to...
Okay, so...
Anyway, that's the journalist. I was just looking for comment and I just saw this one. I mean, I think this one is apt and it's okay at this moment. I don't know what's with Dave Umahi. Like, serve the person that gave you an appointment that you want to serve. Every day you are abusing, every day you are doing all manner of things. Anyway, Sha, it is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.